I see the stars. Then sings my soul. How great thou
Hey, freaks, it's Wednesday, June 26, 2019. Coming up on the program today, a cult leader channeling the inner thoughts of a Maxi-Pad. Plus, the Duggars are back and as creepy as ever. Cam whoring in your high school classroom, and fake vegetables made with meat. Science is out of control. All coming up today.
Hi, baby. Thanks for calling 1-800-WET-SHIT. The best place to talk about sex and more.
Why does man have to have such a sweet rectum?
Drunken Negro face cookies.
It's the Distorted View Show with Tim Henson.
Yes, Timothy James Henson. Back here with you for another installment of Community Corner. I'm Aaron Castle. No, this is not Community Corner. This is Distorted View Daily. It's called Distorted View Daily, and it will rape your mind. Well, I try. I do have a great show for you today. I'm pretty sure I stumbled upon a cult today. You know how that happens from time to time when you're on YouTube just looking up cat videos. It's one of the great things about YouTube. Anyway, I was clicking around and I saw a video with the title, Interview with a Panty Liner. How could I not click on something like that, right? Especially after all of our history with people who have believed they were panty liners in the past. You know, I saw this title and I'm like, oh, we've been there, done that. You may recall several years ago, I introduced you all to Pad Gardner, a.k.a. the Feminine Pad. He was a young lad who wanted to live his life as a Maxi-Pad. He wanted to identify as a pad. Unfortunately, he's taken down all of his videos, and I don't have a lot of information. I looked him up, and someone who supposedly knows him said, Pad went to therapy, his mom died, he then decided he no longer wished to be a pad, then in therapy decided they wanted to transition from male to female. Then he got really into the Mormon church. Then he disappeared. To my knowledge, they changed their name to Brianna. Now, this could be a joke. You know, it is the internet. However, the only clip I did find of Pad Gardner is from an interview he did with a woman who flat out asked him, like, why? Why do you want to be a pad?
Why do you actually want to become a menstrual pad?
Well, the best way to describe it is because of the fact it's transgender people. They feel like they're the wrong sex in their bodies. And that's basically the way I describe it as. It's just, it's what I feel I'm supposed to be deep down.
Now, you need to understand, he's 100% serious. He's not trolling here. He had tons of videos where he would review Maxi-Pad. He would review Maxi-Pads. First of all, he's a man, so how can you properly try them out? Like, even if you identified as a pad, pads can't judge other pads because only the people who use them can accurately determine their quality. You know what I mean? Whatever. He had just a ginormous collection of Maxi-Pads. So the reason why I think it's in the realm of possibility that he may be trans is that he mentions trans people. Like, he's already kind of using them as an example of how he's feeling. And in a weird way, it kind of makes sense that he would pick a pad, because what's more feminine, right, than menstruating? It's something only women can do. You know, so eventually he realized, wait a second, it's not that I want to be a pad, it's that I want to wear a pad. I want to do womanly things, like bleed out of my cunt and shit like that. By the way, this woman who interviewed him asked a very good question a little bit later on.
So why do you want to be a pad and not a tampon?
Because it's not what I feel I am deep down.
Yeah. Stop being pad-phobic. Why do you identify as a woman and not a tree? It's because you don't feel like a tree. Get with the program, lady. It's 2019. Sick of these ignorant bigots. All right. What I'm talking about today, though, really has nothing to do with Pad Gardner, the feminine pad. Aside from the fact, of course, I ran across that video today entitled Interview with a Panty Liner. Now, this video was originally published in 2008. This predates Pad Gardner. There are other trans pad people. Yeah, this movement's gaining steam, baby. Bloody absorbent steam with wings. Real quick, as an aside, you know how some lesbians look like 13-year-old girls? They're just very small, petite frame, little pixies with their short hair. I can't tell if this girl is 13 or 30. I bet she wouldn't even assign an age to herself. After all, she's a Maxi-Pad or a tampon. Panty liners can be both, right? When I hear panty liner, though, I think Maxi-Pad. Anyway, here she is. She's got that dead stare of a cult leader. She's breathing in, she's closing her eyes, nearly collapsing, and now her eyes are open again. Here we go. She's channeling something.
I am a panty liner as the manifested expression of myself within this world. Of course, I would not have given myself a particular name as being a panty liner, but
that makes sense. You don't see a lot of panty liners with names like Linda.
Experience and manifestation and design of myself, human beings refer to me as a panty liner. I'd have experienced a moment of touch when I am removed from the box, being lifted up in through the air, being positioned onto a soft platform area, and then
what else do you feel?
I would be lifted up like in an elevator, I would explain, and I would be positioned tightly against another soft cushion, but harder, fuller, which would be the vagina.
And what does it smell like?
And
talk about its texture. Come on, I'm trying to jerk off to this. You're making it very difficult.
I would be softly positioned on either and both sides, like in between. Now I'm positioned tightly in between, which is quite nice. It's like the experience thereof is being hugged.
Yeah, it's nice now. Things are going to get a lot worse here
from both
in
sides,
the coming hours.
From both sides. All of a sudden, I experience me being absorbed. I am absorbing, like almost when you breathe in and you're just absorbing this liquidy warmth.
Mm-hmm.
And everywhere it just feels like I'm becoming all soggy,
sticky,
and
yeah,
something is moving and infiltrating inside me, and I'm just absorbing, and I can't help myself. It's just what I do.
This is what I'm looking for.
It came naturally. I just absorbed and absorbed, and all of a sudden I changed to red. Blood red.
So apparently this woman can channel the thoughts and experiences of other people and things. She channels not just Maxi-Pads, but pillows,
The pillow that I am, I have always been aware of me as a pillow.
That's so deep.
Being on the bed and waiting for the pressure of a being's head plonking down upon me.
She talks about her experience as a grain of salt, as a camera lens.
Placed into a camera as a camera lens to serve man as the entirety of the camera.
Mm-hmm.
That's it. Is there anything else then?
Sounds like the camera lens is having an existential crisis there. This woman's name is Sonette Spies, and she is the leader of the Destiny cult. Destiny spelled D-E-S-T-N-I. The members call themselves Destonians, and I don't think there's a lot of information a lot of coherent information online. I mean, the Destonians have an official website, but good luck making heads or tails of that nonsense. What I love about this cult is it's very small. I think there's only like 10 to 20 members that live on the Destani. I'm sorry, I call it Destani. When I first saw the name, that's how I read it. So I still think of it in my head as Destani, but it's Destiny. They've got a farm in South Africa. That's where the mass suicide will probably take place. Just a guess. There's like 10 to 20 full-time people residing on the farm, but there's about 100 members total of the Destani cult worldwide. Destiny, god damn it. Destani sounds like water. Cult water. So according to a Blogspot article all about Destiny, it's primarily focused on talks given by Sonette Spies, a South African woman aged around 30. Now, this article was published a few years ago, like 2 or 3 years ago, so she's probably 32, 33. She calls herself the Interdimensional Portal and claims that she can portal or channel dead animals, people, demons, reptilian overlords, and other entities or things like Maxi-Pads. I think the Destiny cult took a page out of Scientology. You know how, like, Scientology is all about well-being, becoming the best you can be, self-help bullshit. That's kind of what Destiny is all about on the surface. Like, if you go to their Facebook page or their website, you'll see a lot of that kind of content. Also, they try to appear as if they're a human rights organization. Sometimes they represent themselves as a political movement. They were a big proponent of something called the equal money system, which actually ended up being a form of multi-level marketing. They got people to sell their bullshit. The idea is that the equal money system will provide everyone on the planet with the same income from birth to death and the same standard of living as a present-day millionaire. Like, this sounds like something Don Lepre would peddle. What if I told you you could live like a millionaire from the time you were born to the time you die? It's called the equal money system, and it's gonna make you rich. Listen to this insanity. Destiny claims the equal money system will provide everyone on the planet with the same income from birth to death. Basically, you'll be living like a millionaire. Here's the catch. There will be a 4-year conscription period. That's where citizens work at labor camps. They actually use the words labor camps. They couldn't have sugarcoated that at all. Labor camps have quite a negative connotation. This is some WW2 bullshit. I don't think you're going to convince any Jews to join this cult. Anyway, fear not, Jews. You're not going to get a little number tattooed on you. That's because everyone gets microchipped. It's 2019, the information age. Yes, to police this system, everyone in the world will be microchipped and dissenters made subject to psychological intervention. EMS will bring a new age of equality and oneness, according to Destiny. Now, since we're not quite ready to live in this utopia, and because, Destiny does need to generate money, as a new cult member, you're expected to promote the sale of Destiny products, courses, and working holidays at the Destiny farms. I don't know the exact payment structure, but it is mentioned that this is a multi-level marketing scheme, so your downline could net you millions of dollars. Nothing about this cult seems appealing. This is the real problem, I think, with the Destiny cult. Yeah, I mean, you're promised a living wage, more than the life of a millionaire from birth to death, but we all know that's not happening yet. So what do you get out of the cult right now, aside from spiritual enlightenment and the opportunity to hear what a hairbrush thinks? I can channel any household object. Come on down to Destiny Farm. It's like a party trick. I'm a blender. I love it when my hard little blades cut things. It gets way worse, though, with this cult. All right. Supporters are openly opposed to free choice, freedom of speech, trade and commerce. They describe equality as meaning that there can be no opinions, no diversity, no tolerance, no belief, no emotions, feelings, or thoughts. I think that means they're Vulcans. They're like Spock. They're opposed to socialism, capitalism, communism, libertarianism, property, religion, spirituality, government, charities, pornography, alcohol. I'm out. They're against education, perfumes, cosmetics, fashion, psychiatry, again, like Scientology, medical opinion, and the family and law. The main goal of the equal money system and Destiny is, quote, stopping the mind. Yeah, we all think too much. That's the real problem here. Now, again, I should say that this is from a Blogspot blog called The Destiny Cult, so it's very one-sided. According to the site, almost all Destonians are ex-conspiracy theorist New Agers, so they believe in all sorts of kooky nonsense. They believe that everyone is homosexual, eugenics is best for all, the Holocaust never happened, a mother should not emotionally bond with her child, pornography, alcohol, and psychiatry should be banned, Jewish people are evil, and everyone should be microchipped. That last one's weird. That's a weird conspiracy. Usually people, think that the government's going to microchip them, and, the microchipping and RFID chips are just ways to control people. I'll provide a link on the show notes today to this article. I know some of you might find it interesting and want to read it. Haley's Comet probably is the only one who will. But in a lot of ways, it really is like the Scientology cult. Prospective recruits are told that Destiny is pioneering a science of the mind and will support them to stop the mind and give them superhuman powers as long as they apply the Destiny tools. And they use buzzwords and strange phrases like, best of all, walking the point, standing up in oneness, the polarities, the equality equation. What does that sound like to you?
You're not in the meshed universe, and I'm not in the meshed universe.
I think with the Congresses, they are possibly the most far-reaching release yet.
That's totally Scientology.
You have the technology, and you know the technology, and that gets your NSFW in, and then you apply it.
It's a revolution. It's everything, it's just contagious.
A daily meeting with Source.
You're into checking out the scenery.
Oh, the scenery. We know about that Scientology scenery. I don't know what the fuck he's talking about. All right, so there you go. If you want to read more about the Destiny cult, check out our show notes. Hey, speaking of cults, I've been wondering how the Duggars are doing, them and their quiverful asses. When we talked about them last, I guess one of the oldest sons, was it Josh Duggar? He was in trouble for molesting some of his sisters. Subsequently, their TV show was canceled. But then, I guess we haven't talked about them in a while. There was a 3-part spin-off series called Jill and Jessica, Counting On. Focused on some of the kids as they're starting their new lives. Some of them just got married and stuff. Its first episode attracted more than 2.2 million viewers. By the third episode, ratings went up to 2.5. And naturally, then, Counting On became a full series, and they've been airing new episodes ever since. We played a clip. One of the first times I think we featured the Duggars was regarding Jessa, who is now featured prominently on this Counting On show. We played the clip of where her, I guess, guy that she likes, I don't want to say boyfriend, because they weren't boyfriends. There's no such thing as boyfriend, girlfriend in the Duggar world. Right, you court a girl. So, and before that happens, I guess you're allowed to talk to her as long as adults are nearby or something. And then this kid, whose name is Ben, has to ask Jess's parents, Michelle Duggar and Jim Bob or whatever the fuck his name is, if he can court their daughter.
Hey, Jess, look who's here.
Hey, how's it going?
Hey, we're gonna just talk a minute, okay?
So Jim Bob and Ben, this boy, go into a room to talk by themselves.
Hey, Michelle. Hey, can I talk to you for a minute?
Oh, the mom's there too.
Am I going to hear you? Am I invited?
Right, oh my God, what's going on? Something's happening. I'm replaying this clip because after everything that has happened with Josh Duggar molesting his young sisters and everything, I think it's interesting to revisit this.
Am I invited?
Right now, I'm doing auto glass, working for a glass company.
Well, he sounds like a stand-up young man.
Hey. Ben Seawall with Affordable Windshield Repair. I also go to college at National Park Community College in my freshman year there.
Shut the door there.
Hope you don't take any science classes. You don't need to go fill in your head with that secular bullshit.
That's a little interesting.
Well, what's on your mind?
Well, me and Jess have been texting for, a while, and
she showed me a few twat shots. I like what I saw. I'd like to date her now, please.
I was just really appreciate her and her character and everything about her. I was wondering if we could make it official, if I could ask her to.
Like, we are officially in the 1800s now, freaks. This is some pioneer days tomfuckery. Like, who does this anymore? It's one thing to be like, hey, I even think it's weird to go to a parent and say like, hey, I would like to date your daughter. This is not dating. You need to understand that. This is courting.
Make an official courtship.
Courtship.
Wow. What do you think, Mom?
Well, Ben, we really appreciate you, and we think you're a great guy, and
I tell you what, Mama.
Yeah, that's enough talking out of you, lady.
Why don't we have Ben ask Jessa?
Oh, I think that would be great. Oh my God.
You wanna get her?
Sweet.
Sure, go ahead.
Well, obviously, Jessa says yes, but let's hear from Jessa.
Before Ben asked to court me, we had been friends for about 5 months, and really
I don't think that's right. Girls and guys should not be friends.
5 months, and really good friends for the past month, communicating a lot.
He sends me messages by tapping his dick on my clit, Morse code style. Thwop, thwop, thwop. Thwop, thwop, thwop. Thwop, thwop, thwop. I think that's SOS. Again, we all know how this ends because now they're newlyweds. They got married and everything, so it seems to be working out. You know who else partook in courting? Josh Duggar, the one who ultimately molested his daughters. Here he is talking about dating versus courting.
Our relationship started as a courtship versus dating, and that is trusting God for the one person that's right for you versus shopping around trying to find the right one.
A couple things here. First of all, his girlfriend, wife, whatever, looks exactly like Michelle Duggar. It's creepy. Second of all, you really didn't place your trust in God. You were fingering your sisters. You were sampling foods from the wrong buffet.
Dating is training for divorce. It's like, oh, I'm in love. And
this is how people that believe in courting, these fucking quiverful idiots, this is what they believe. Like, dating is of the devil. You date, you're setting yourself up for failure.
For divorce. It's like, oh, I'm in love. And a week later they break up. Next guy, oh, I'm in love. 2 weeks later they break up. And it's training for a divorce mentality.
This guy's wife is also hideous. Is that one of the requirements to be a quiverful? Josh Duggar's girlfriend has like curly hair, but is all like greasy and stringy and shit. And whoever this older guy is, his wife is just plain Jane, looking like plaid sundress. Is that what those things are?
First praying and asking the Lord, I love you more than anybody. So is this the person you want me to marry?
And God was like, yeah, sure, marry whoever you want. But really, your 7-year-old sister's a hot piece of ass. I normally don't do this, but I'm going to go ahead and give you the A-OK to finger fuck her. I'll just look the other way. You've been such a good boy. You deserve this.
Our marriage is very different from other people's marriages our age, or even people that have been married for a long time, because the fact that we are trying, our goal is to remain pure before marriage.
Your finger's not pure.
The emotions are there, but
you need to cut that off.
It's like I love her so much that I would not step over that line. I would not cross that line.
See, this is all bullshit. It's all bullshit. It's always bullshit. Fucking hypocritical fucks. It is kind of funny, though. All right, moving on. I've got a clip here of professional boxer Frank Bruno. I think he may be a little more popular in the UK. Now, this supposedly is a sports talk show, and the woman interviewing him is opening up about some very personal things. Maybe this is why she can't work out anymore. I can't quite tell if this is real or if it's like one of those like hidden camera prank shows like bloopers and practical jokes. Because the main question that I, and also Frank Bruno has in a moment, is why? Why are you telling me this on a sports show? Take a listen.
I'm carrying a lot of issues from the birth because it was quite traumatic and I suffered from a prolapsed womb.
Oh, sugar.
Yeah.
Prolapsed. You had me at prolapsed.
Oh, sugar.
Yeah. And which really, I mean, that made my womb sort of dropped. And
I don't know too much about the womb.
Yeah.
I'm a man.
Yeah. The thing
This is the real reason why I play the clip. His nervous laughter. He's like, I don't know much about the female anatomy, but I know it's not supposed to drop out like that.
About the womb, I'm a man.
Yeah. The thing is, it sort of it caused my my vagina to distend. So I think that
that's just rude.
I thought it was supposed to be a sports show, but okay.
No. That's the entire clip, unfortunately, just that little snippet. Speaking of short clips, I've got another. This one is 6 seconds long. It's a kid on a bicycle trying to jump down a staircase. It only takes him about 1 second to realize he's made a horrible judgment call.
Oh my god, oh my god, oh my god.
He's at, so, you know, the staircase or whatever is, the stairs are outside. There's metal railings.
Oh my god, oh my god, oh my god.
So he's wearing a helmet? I'm trying to see what exactly he hit. I believe that's his tooth. I think he went tooth first into the rails. Goddamn, I love seeing children in pain. Is there a subreddit for that? I know there's one called Kids Are Fucking Stupid. A lot of times that subreddit features videos of children injuring themselves. Love that. Finally, one more short clip. This is a woman on an airplane, midair. She's trying to open the emergency exit. Why? Because she says she straight up wants to kill everyone. You know, if it's not one thing, it's another. Very rarely do people have a pleasant plane ride. Either there's a screaming baby, or there's lots of turbulence, or a woman's trying to take the plane down.
Just stay seated.
She wants to open the door, she said. Don't they ask the person that's sitting by the door, like, now, you know, you're going to be responsible. If this plane goes down, you've got to open the door for people or whatever. They trusted the wrong woman with this task.
So, you know, she tried to open the door. Yeah, we're on the ground in 10 minutes. Yeah, but you're getting involved all the time. Because I'm working.
The British accent is so pretty. Obviously, this woman is cuckoo bananas. She wants to get off the plane, so naturally she's like, I'll just open the door, even though we're fucking 30,000 feet in the air. She didn't think that through. All right, and with that, let's get into the crazy, bizarre, twisted up, fucked up news right now. Hey, it's the last few days to take advantage of our summer sideshow sale. Get a monthly membership for only $6, a yearly membership for $60. Things you should know, the sideshow is not some fly-by-night haberdashery. It's old, aged, and established to perfection. It's been around since December 2006. And pretty much every week since we started the sideshow, we've been doing exclusive programs just for paying members. I did some rough math here. 52 weeks a year. The sideshow's been around for, 12, 13 years, something like that. So there are, 1,200 plus exclusive shows. Programs you haven't listened to yet. That's pretty amazing, right? Plus, you get full access to the entire archive of shows. Been around since December 2004. Been doing a daily show. That's somewhere between 3,000 and 4,000 programs. Just tons and tons of material. Stupid shit. There's a lot of stupid shit. But if you like Distorted View Daily, this is where you go to find it all. SuperFreakSideshow.com. Support the show. Help ensure it continues on for a long, long time. SuperFreakSideshow.com. All right, 3 very quick stories now. First up, we're going to Texas.
We're going to Texas. We're going to Texas. We're going to Texas. Here we go. We're going to Texas. We're going to Texas.
Yep.
We're going to Texas. Here we
Specifically El Campo, Texas. A substitute teacher was fired from her job at a Southeast Texas high school for filming porn inside the classroom. I bet you she was a cam whore. That's my theory. I haven't read past the headline. That's all I need. I do very little research on this program. You guys know that. I've told you this before, but in my previous life as a computer testing administrator, the profession with the dumbest people, unfortunately and sadly, were teachers. Now, these were girls in in college. They were going to be teachers. There's a series of tests you have to take. I don't know if it's still a thing. It's called the Praxis exams. That is one of the tests that I administered, and they're just the dumbest group of people. My dad would describe these type of women as daffy broads. And I once overheard a couple of them talking, and she was talking about why she chose education as a major, and her reasoning blew my fucking mind. She wanted to be a grade school teacher because she figured the college coursework would be way easier. Think about it. You have to teach kids just how to add a few simple numbers. No fractions, no geometry, algebra. It's mostly just teaching kids how to count. So she didn't think she was going to have to take any of those harder classes because that's not what you teach as an elementary school teacher. She thought she would have to take remedial reading classes. Take classes on how to teach kids how to draw letters. This way, I'm in college, get my dad off my fucking back, and I can just sort of coast through the next 4 or 5 years or whatever. And I can just see, one of these new teachers. She's got this whole classroom to herself. She's supposed to be grading papers. Why not make it a few extra bucks during this downtime? Turn the cam on, flash tits, finger yourself, whatever. High schools don't pay much. El Campo Independent School District said that the teacher was let go in connection with an improper criminal incident that happened at the high school. The school official confirmed that the teacher produced porn in a classroom and a workroom last month. I love that there were multiple scenes. She should have majored in film. It's really her true calling. The school official confirmed that the teacher produced porn in a classroom. The school says no students were involved, though. Ha-ha! I bet you it was a cam situation. I wonder if, other staff members heard the unmistakable noise of a cam girl receiving a donation. One of these guys, I don't know, they pay in tokens or something. A fellow teacher's walking down the hall and they just hear, you want to see my tits now? I'll flash my cash for 5 more tokens. Come on. Getting ready to spread eagle. Thanks, Dirty Sanchez. You want to see me stick chalk up my twat? Okay. Thanks. The school district received a tip involving the substitute and informed the El Campo police or whatever and the Texas Education Agency. The police department said an officer was sent to the school last week in connection with the tip. As of Tuesday, the female employee's name was not being released and charges have not been filed. However, police state the woman could face trespassing or public lewdness counts. The substitute was employed for 3 months. The school district used the state system to vet the employee. The school district said it's working with police to ban the woman from stepping foot on campus. The district has terminated the substitute's employment and is seeking legal advice on this specific incident. That is a direct quote from a statement the school posted on Facebook. So there you go. Oh, you know what? You could probably make more money as a cam girl than a substitute teacher. She's going to be fine. Second story we have for you today. Arby's is in the news. Salmonella outbreak? Listeria? No, surprisingly. Arby's hasn't killed anyone yet. Although after eating an Arby's beef and cheddar, I straight up murdered my toilet. R.I.P. that porcelain. No, Arby's is in the news because they're introducing a new product and it sounds super gross. Arby's is introducing a carrot. Well, a meat carrot. Yeah. That does sound ominous. We've talked about how Burger King is set to introduce the Impossible Whopper using Impossible meat, or whatever that is. What do they call it? Impossible beef? The fake meat that actually tastes like meat. They're actually pretty good. I think White Castle sells an Impossible Burger as well. Well, Arby's is really flipping the script here. And they're set to introduce vegetables made out of meat. You know PETA is going to respond to this. They are not amused. And a strange gimmick targeted at the recent popularity of fake meat options like the Beyond Burger and Impossible Burger, the home of the meats has rolled out their own version of faux food, vegetables. Meat vegetables. Obviously, this is a gimmick or, just like a stunt to get in the news. They're not actually going to sell these, right? I'm looking at a picture of a vegetable carrot. And it looks like a carrot, but it's a little too shiny. Looks like that fake waxed fruit stuff that you see in bowls. It's just for show. The chain's first vegetable, known as the Merit, is a meat-based carrot lookalike conceptualized by Neville Craw, the vice president of culinary innovation and a brand executive at Arby's. It was introduced as part of a category of meat vegetables the brand is both inventing and exploring. According to Arby's, the Merit contains all the vitamins found in a raw carrot. No. It looks like a raw carrot without actually being a carrot. It also boasts more than 30 grams of protein and 70% of the recommended daily value of vitamin A. Yes, but how much fat and calories does this thing have? The Merit is made from marinated 100% Arby's turkey breast, which is rolled in cheesecloth before being cooked, then rolled in dried carrot juice powder for nutrition and coloring before being roasted for an hour. There's been a lot of buzz around plant-based meats, but why not meat-based plants? I hate carrots, and I hate vegetables, so this might be right up my alley. But now, what does it taste like? Did it taste like a carrot? It's fine if it has all the nutrition of a carrot. I just don't want it to taste like one. Plant-based meats are the latest incarnation of making vegetables look like what Americans really want, which is great, tasty meat, said Jim Taylor, chief marketing officer for Arby's. But those craving a nice boiled and baked Merit, you're out of luck. Here we go. According to Arby's, its vegetable creations are currently in the development phase only and not for purchase at this time. The brand reportedly plans to continue to develop more vegetables for their line, so eventually you may be able to purchase these at an Arby's. The new vitamin-rich protein is on brand for Arby's, who recently doubled down on never offering a meat alternative for vegetarians. Fuck those pansy assholes. You can just walk your emaciated ass over to Soybees. You want some of that nonsense. The great, obvious, the tofu fast food chain Soybees. All right, the chances we will bring plant-based menu items to our restaurants now or in the future are absolutely impossible. That's what Arby's has to say on the matter there. And finally, today, freaks, we're going to Africa. We're going to Africa. We're going to Africa. Here we go. 53-year-old pastor from Nigeria has been arrested. Was he perpetrating an internet scam? No, something far more evil. Getting a lot of use out of that sound effect today. Yeah, something far more evil and kind of sexy. 53-year-old pastor from Nigeria has been arrested for impregnating more than 20 members of his congregation. Sounds like a cult to me. Is their name Destiny? Including married women and young girls. He claims that the Holy Spirit commanded him to do so. Isn't that always the case? God told me to do it. It's okay. The police spokesman, Ibir Amarezu, revealed that the pastor, Timothy Nwiwu, if you ever wonder why we don't read a lot of stories that come out of Nigeria, this is why. There's too many hard names, hard words for me to pronounce. All right, the pastor, Timothy Nwiwu, of the overseer of Vineyard Ministry of the Holy Trinity. That reminds me of when we were talking to that crazy guy who thought he was a prophet, and he had like the world's longest email address. It was his church's name. My email address is David at the Ministry of the Holy Temple of Elijah, heavenlybody.com. And then I came back and I gave him an even longer email address, trying to catfish him.
Well, I can give you my email address and you could attach him to an email.
Sure. What's your email address?
It's John S. Bola at the Church of Christ with the ElijahMessage.com. Just
what was that? Wait a second. What is that domain again? That's long.
With the
GIRST.
No. No.
Wait. Okay. Wait. Okay. Wait. I'm sorry.
Not one L.
BLLA.
No.
Oh.
Not BLLA. It's BU, as in you yourself.
Okay, BYOU.
You as in beautiful with the ElijahMessage.com.
With the what? With the
Elijah.
With the
Elijah
what?
Be quiet and let me tell you what it is.
Whoa! At Christ's Church.
No, that's not it. Write it down.
Okay, let me get a pen. That's
get
probably
a pen and write it down.
I'll get a pen. B is in vehicle. You.
No. Elijah.
Can you spell that part?
Already spelled it. I don't know how many times. ELIJAH.
Is that I as in incest?
Yeah.
J. The Church of Christ of Elijah.
No, you got it wrong again. It's not of Elijah. It's with Elijah.
With Elijah. Is that a .net?
No, I didn't say anything about .net.
The Church of Christ with Elijah.
No, you left out another word. With the Elijah, not with Elijah.
B?
D is in. Don't you know what the word "the" means?
No.
The
church
with the Elijah Message. Now, what in the hell's wrong with you?
You've got the longest fucking email address I have ever run across my entire life.
It doesn't matter.
All right, if you want to see me make that phone call, excuse me, I posted a video on our Facebook page, facebook.com/distortedviewshow. I can barely keep it together. Laughing throughout the whole thing. All right, finishing up with this story. Did we even start this story? A police spokesperson revealed that the pastor, Timothy Nwiwu, of the overseer of Vineyard Ministry of the Holy Trinity at Elijah.net, was charged under the offense of sexual abuse. Quote, the pastor claims to be obeying spiritual orders to do the will of God, which is to impregnate anyone chosen. And there are a lot of people chosen, apparently, and revealed by the Holy Spirit, irrespective of whether the woman is married or not, or can even carry a child. I'm sure some of these girls were a little too young for that, right? When the woman delivers, the child is supposed to remain in the ministry with the mother for life. The pastor was reported at the police by his own wife, who got tired of his behavior. He's also married. After he also impregnated her young niece. The pastor's brother also testified that it's a different culture over there. It's Nigeria. The pastor's brother also testified that he had been warning his brother, but he refused to listen. He said the arrest was God's wrath falling on his brother. Let me tell you, God's anger has befallen my brother. We have for several times appealed to him to stop this behavior, but he ignored. He has colonized our compound, bearing children, recklessness. He accused us of being jealous of him. There's probably a little of that, because he's doing the will of God. Look at these buildings, he said, pointing to the church compound. The pastor has converted all of them to himself in the name of Vineyard. I can't say exactly what informed his spirit to the devilish act in the name of God. He left his wife, who has 3 children with him, and went on to impregnate married women and young girls. Look at the whole compound, littered with children of different sex and age. The pastor tried to defend himself, saying, look, I never had sex with any of these women unless their husbands agreed. Oh, was this a cuckolding situation? First Baptist Church of Cucks on a Cross. Approximately, because the number is just too large. Approximately, he said he has 5 wives with 13 children, along with other concubines he got after the Holy Spirit commanded him to do so. Look, again, I'm just doing what I'm told to by the big guy upstairs. 2 of the women who left their husbands to live with the pastor said they did so based on the pastor's prophetic anointing. One of the women, Callista, has 10 children with her real husband. She said the pastor impregnated her, but the child later died. Dodged a bullet there. She also said she gave her daughter, a mother of 8, to the pastor, and he also impregnated her. That's a wild scene over there. Church done right. At least it's more interesting than the boring church services we have here in the States, right? All right, there you go. That, my friends, is your Distorted News for Wednesday. Let's do a couple voicemails to get the hell out of here. I love to hear from you freaks, and of course there are many ways to contact me. show@distortedview.com, that's my email address. Send along funny pieces of audio, video, news stories, news tips, stuff like that. I'm all over social media at Distorted View on Twitter and Instagram, Facebook.com/Distorted View Show. And very important, we've got a Discord where hundreds of freaks are hanging out. Got about 650 members right now, down from over 1,000 because of the purging that took place a few months ago. But whatever. Check out Discord. There's a link on the main navigation bar. You can chat with other freaks. Share videos, pictures, sexy chat, whatever.
Hey, Timmy Boo. Quick question. Just going back a couple years, just wondering what the actual fallout of the Bunny Crush audio was. I listened to you way back when, and
people get really weird when it comes to animal cruelty. I had a bunch of people cancel their Sideshow memberships.
Stopped for about 3 years because of it.
This guy is one of them that stopped the listening.
I listened to you way back when, and I actually stopped for about 3 years.
Why? I don't understand. Well, first of all, you're going to hear that Bunny Crush audio again. We've incorporated it into songs. So you should probably just go ahead and step away again. We don't play that song too often. What was it? What is this song like? Sunshine, lollipops, and rainbows. It's not like I crushed the bunny myself. Good fucking grief. It was audio that someone sent me, a video, and I just played it because that's what we do here at DV. Everyone got so fucking uptight.
I came back. I came to my senses.
Well, thank you.
Subscriber, so
we haven't done much in the way of animal cruelty since then.
I'm just wondering what
I've learned my lesson. Although if I find a funny piece of animal cruelty, I'm sorry. Got to do what I got to do.
All right.
There were some cancellations of Sideshow memberships back then, and it spooked me a little bit. But as I said then, and I'll say now, I don't apologize. You do what you got to do. I do what I have to do. If you need to cancel your membership and puss out, you fucking do that.
Hey, Tim, remind me what the Adam Eve thing is. If it's GV Freak or Tim at checkout, whatever. Because I think I'm going to spend something for Lord Douche to get the stick out of his ass. But I only want to spend like 50% on it.
It's DV... I'm sorry. The coupon code at Adam and Eve, our great sponsor. Get 50% off just about any item. They're chock full of... It's, one of the largest adult stores on the internet, right? Over 20,000 products. They've got adult movies, both gay and straight, sex toys, sex furniture, condoms, lube, whatever. Pick out something you like, add it to your cart, use coupon code FREAK. F-R-E. I can't believe you don't remember that promo code. I hope you're just setting me up. You're teeing me up to give this promo code out, and you actually remember it. I've said it so many times. Coupon code FREAK. Get 50% off just about any item. Add something to your cart, use the promo code, boom, you'll see 50% taken off. You'll get free shipping, 3 free adult movies for free. Did I mention free? And a mystery gift. Again, check it out, adamandeve.com. Not a bad deal at all. Thank you very much, Level Lady Cat Lady, for that call. She's always so sweet, Level Lady Cat Lady, sending me gift cards. I still need to use my Red Lobster gift card that she sent me. I think along with other freaks, they chipped in. And she sent me a bunch of Easter candy. I was going to do an unboxing video or an unwrapping video. She told me you don't even bother because I don't have a video set up right now. My studio's always in the middle of something going on. But anyway, thank you very much, Love Lady Cat Lady, for that. Let's do we'll do 2 more calls.
Hey, Tim. Just letting you guys know that I love the show.
Thank you.
You are hilarious.
Thank you. But?
My friends think you're funny.
Oh, wow.
And just keep doing what you're doing and keep being a freak.
All right, and you keep being a freak too. I don't know how long you've been listening to the show, but welcome to the program. I don't think we've ever heard from you.
Hey, Tim, this is Sideshow member DD Mega Doo-Doo calling. You were talking about Corbin Burnson the other day because you were thinking he was a pedophile.
Of course I was.
Or some such.
Wait, I thought Corbin Burnson was a pedophile? Isn't that slander or libel or something?
And you thought he was dead. Turns out he's on one of my favorite shows right now.
I just say whatever comes to my mind on this show. Yeah, I'm pretty sure Corbin Burnson was arrested for pedophilia.
Netflix has a show on that ran on some smaller cable network called Happa and Leonard, which is like this Southern fried noir thing that's really, really good. There's two kind of wayward detectives, and they run into a whole bunch of...
He's got a steady job to buy all that child porn.
Situations, and in the third season, Corbin Burnson plays...
That's something you cannot find at adamandeve.com.
The most racist town.
They hate when I do commercials for them, by the way. Notice I don't do a lot of commercials for them. They don't like when I go off script. They're going to send an email. Did you somehow tell people that we do not stock pedophilia? I mean, we don't stock child porn, but we don't want to be associated in any way, shape, or form with that.
Texas, and he's got one giant ball due to some sort of... Like a glandular problem or something. So
and this is a show you watch. It's a show where Corbin Burnson has one giant testicle.
So he kind of shuffles around, and they had to make this big prosthetic.
Sounds like a Sextastic Tuesday story.
Ball to sit between his legs, and it's just crazy. It's a really good show called Happa and Leonard. But yeah, Corbin Burnson's alive and playing characters with giant swollen testicles. So if you
my kind of guy,
want to check that out, that'd be great. Maybe check your mailbox for a lawsuit coming soon.
Yeah, exactly. All right, thank you everyone for all the voicemails. Keep them coming. That's all the time we have on this edition of the show. I want you guys to email me, show@distortedview.com. Distortedview.com is our official website. Voicemail line for you, 206-666-4463. That's 206-660-GOD. Is it? Oh, God.
I'm a man.
Spread the distortion. STD, tell all your friends about the podcast. Don't forget to rate us and review us on Apple Podcasts, Spotify, Stitcher, wherever podcasts are found and you can rate things. Do that for us, please. Got to be a better way of saying that. If you are Sideshow members, got great news. Brand new episode of DV coming up tomorrow. Otherwise, you're going to have to wait until Friday. So it's a great time to sign up. And best of all, right now we've got a Sideshow sale on membership. So there's no excuse. Sign up right now, superfreaksideshow.com. Otherwise, I will see you back on Friday. Until then, have a great day. Bye, everybody.
If you You tell me a long email address like that, I write it down and get it right the first damn time. Why can I do it and you can't?
Do you want me to give you an email address and we'll test this theory out?
What is it?
It's Rebecca at Beautiful Sunshine Montgomery Lasting Flagrantly Behold the Light of Jehovah.
Wait a minute.
Jagoo.net.